morning, I'm Julie Do. Welcome to Singapore Economic News. In 2013, Singapore seems to maintain well their role as one of the four Asian dragons. The GDP of the nation is reported to be $339 billion US. The data has shown 5 years of strong long-term growth, since it's currently growing at the rate of 4.1%. The growth shows the potential to alleviate poverty, simultaneously increase employment opportunities and human capital such as labor productivity. Therefore, as expected, Human Development Index of the nation is 0.901. It suggests that Singapore has gained a very high average achievement in all three primary variables of standard of living: income levels, education levels, and health levels. Singapore keeps their unemployment rate at a low level. The percentage of people who are actually seeking for a job but unable to have a job is at 1.9%, considered a very good natural rate. The natural rate of unemployment is a combination of frictional and structural unemployment that persists in an efficient, expanding economy when labor and resource markets are in equilibrium. The rate has proved that the nation stabilizes the output at equilibrium without cyclical employment, and so no recession. On the production possibilities curve, the nation's output can be expressed by point A, which is relatively close to the desirable but unrealistic full employment level of output. It means that Singapore's economy has used up almost of their resources and human capital. So the society's negative externalities such as crime, alcoholism, and vandalism seem to effectively stay at a low level. Individual citizens can have higher incomes, lower burden of wages to help contributing to the aggregate demand. At some points, low unemployment rate makes a happier society since the level of psychological and physical illness goes down. In a report by the World Factbook, the inflation rate, or the percentage change in the consumer price index, between 2013 and 2012 is announced to be 2.4%. It's a low and stable rate to desire to have along with a low unemployment rate. It implies a stable range of prices, so the nation's total quantity demanded is seemingly not affected. Consumers confident over the stability of future prices can be sound, therefore both businesses and households can invest, spend, and save without fear of future erosions in the values of their savings and investments. The good average standard of living once again is assured. GDP per capita of the country is reported to be $62,400. However, the Gini index of the country is also high at 46.3, meaning that not everyone in the nation can enjoy the welfare from the remarkable growth of the country. The poorest 10% of the population earn only 4.4%, while the richest 10% share 23.2% of total incomes. Incomes are not shared equally among households in the nation, so benefits of the growth are neither. As a high percentage of incomes come from a wealthier class, over time the difference between social classes gets bigger, and there are more social stratifications. This can assume an unhappy society as a whole. In general, Singapore has maintained well their firmly and rapidly growing economy. However, there might be some several undesirable consequences that may arise from the increase in output over time. Economic growth might come at the expense of externalities. If growth is fueled by resource depletion, it may be unsustainable and result in harmful effects on human and environmental health. Therefore, the cost for health and environment might increase and take more proportion of household income and government spending. Higher inflation might accompany in the future. If household incomes do not keep up with inflation, higher incomes may not actually improve standards of living over time. Going along with Singapore's development, certain labor skills are no longer demanded, so if the nation's education and jobs training system does not prepare workers with needed skills, structural unemployment will rise over time. Unequal distribution of income is especially a big issue for Singapore, as the high benefits of growth are not shared across all segments of society. It leads to a society where the rich get richer while the middle class stagnates. In general, Singapore has achieved 3 out of 4 macroeconomic objectives, which every economy in the world wishes to have. The question for the nation now is whether they can keep overcoming the predicted difficulties to emerge the economy and ensure the quality of life for people. That's the end of 2013 economic news for Singapore. Thank you for watching.